Hello booktubing world. It is I, Capri Nicole, and I'm back with another video in my gym outfit. Who's surprised? Nobody, because I have no time. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, make sure you hit that like button, that share button, and mainly that subscribe button, okay? And if you don't know what to comment at the end of my videos, leave the little black heart or leave the little pink heart. It's the ones that have like 3. Those are my favorites. So once the end of the year comes, honestly, the content that comes out, my favorite type of content, because everybody's so excited to go into a new year. Everybody's wrapping up their book year. Everybody's talking about their favorite books, their worst books, and all this stuff. But then January comes and you're like, okay, so what exactly, like, you get all those videos out and then you're like, what am I going to talk about now? So I saw so many people talking about their anticipated books that they can't wait to come out in 2020, and your girl is always out of the loop. I'm always reading mainly like backlisted books because like I joined the book community so late, so a lot of the books that I'm like super excited for have already been out for like years. I don't really keep up with books that are coming out for the year of until I really got on Twitter and started seeing the types of books that people were retweeting and things that authors were talking about, and then everybody's anticipated books videos that were coming out. I was just like, oh my god, where's my list? So today I'm going to talk about 10 books that I'm super excited about that are coming out in the year of 2020. So the first book that I'm going to talk about is 10 Things I Hate About Pinky, and it comes out June 2020 as of right now. And this book is a companion novel to When Dimple Met Rishi and There's Something About Sweetie, which are both books that I absolutely loved. When Dimple Met Rishi was one of my favorite books ever, and There's Something About Sweetie was also one of my favorite books recently. You would know if you watched my favorites of 2019, which I will link up there, bam, so you can check that out. This book follows the MC. Her name is Pinky, and she's best friends with Sweetie, and she is a live out loud, colorful, eccentric, environmentalist, I dye my hair when I want to, you know, type of person. And her love interest, his name is Samir, and he is the complete opposite of her. Like, he is very organized, he is very strict. I'm pretty sure he's an only child, so he's very, he follows the rules. Like, they could not be more opposite, but they end up having to fake date. I don't know what led up to that, but they end up having a fake date, and hopefully they're gonna fall in love, and I can't wait. The cover is absolutely adorable. I can't wait to pick it up. So yes, it comes out in June 2020. So the next book that I'm going to talk about is a graphic novel that I got to experience firsthand the sadness that book readers feel when they wait for a book to be published, and they wait and they get closer and closer to that date, and then the author changes that publication date. I felt that. I felt that because this book was supposed to come out July 2019 and they changed it to March 2020, and that is one of my favorite graphic novels ever, and it is called Motor Crush Volume 3, and it follows the MC. Her name is Domino. She's a street racer, and within the street racing community, both on the street and professionally, there has been an epidemic of people using something called Crush, which pretty much boosts up the engine for them to be able to have a higher turbulence, I guess. But the people that rule the city are trying to take that away, and it's really altering the entire community of the street racers, and she's slowly starting to realize that she needs Crush for more than just her bike. Like, she needs it to be alive. She has no idea where she came from. She was actually adopted by her adopted father when she was like a baby, so she doesn't understand why she needs Crush, but she uses it like medicine. It's hard for me to explain it because this is the 3rd volume, so I don't want to give anything away, but like everything spins out of control, and now she's trying to figure out who she is, where she came from, and why she needs Crush. And she's also trying to save the world because honestly the world's coming to an end. So it's just a whole bunch of stuff going on in Volume 3, and I'm ready to get my hands on it. I cannot wait to see that art. It's going to be so beautiful. I'm super excited for it. And yeah, if you have not checked it out, make sure you check out Volume 1 and Volume 2. So the next one is The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, and it follows this French girl who falls in love with the devil, and she makes a deal with him to be able to live forever. and the deal that she made with him ended up cursing her to where every person that she meets, they forget her. Comes out October 6, 2020, which is right around Halloween time, all the spooky feels. But I literally remember when she tweeted out like a synopsis, like, what about if I made a book and this was a synopsis, and everybody was losing their minds, and then she was just like, okay, and she did it. And so I'm like really excited about this book. It sounds so cool and so interesting. It's pushed so far down in the year, but I'm so ready for this book. I'm so excited to see what the cover is going to look like, because I just love the simplicity, and a lot of her covers are always like white or red or black. Like, they're very simple, and I'm really excited to see what she does with this cover, character, with her journey. I am so ready, okay? So ready. Okay, the next book is A Phoenix Must First Burn, and it comes out March 10th, 2020. This book is a collection of short stories by a ton of amazing authors that follow the life of black women and black non-gender conforming characters with a mix of magic and science fiction and adventure. It's just like a spin on the experience of a black life with magic and stuff incorporated in each story, and they're all short stories. I remember when the cover came out, I didn't even care what the synopsis of the book was. Like, when this cover popped up on my feed, I was just like, I need it right now. I need it right now. And it's coming out in early 2020, so thankfully I do not have to wait that long. But this cover is so beautiful. I'm so excited because a lot of the authors that are going to be in this are amazing authors, and I'm so ready. I'm ready. Okay, so the next book that I have on my list is House of Earth and Blood, which is also known as Crescent City, which is also known as the next book that Sarah J. Maas is going to come out with. If you have not noticed, your girl is Sarah J. Maas trash, okay? I am, alright? And I'm not ashamed. I love her. I loved when I read them. I just love her book so much. And she's coming out with a adult fantasy book, and the cover, I didn't even care about another one. I didn't care about what the synopsis was. When this cover popped up on my feed, everybody collectively lost their minds. Like, I'm just like, oh my god, she's finally tapping in to adult, because like towards the end of these series you started seeing her tapping a little bit into like adult fantasy, and I was like, she's ready, okay? She's ready for the next level. And it follows the MC, and she's half human, half fae. Her friend ends up getting murdered, and shortly after dealing with the tragic loss of her friend being killed, similar murders ensue that are close to the way that her friend died. So she's out for the corporate, okay? She's not playing no games. She's like, whoever this is, they gotta die, all right? Immediately. So she falls into contact with this fallen angel who's enslaved by archangels, and she makes a deal with him, like, if you help me find this dude, I will help you be no longer enslaved to this person. So they set on the journey together, and that's what this follows, and I'm so ready. It's a thick boy. I am so ready for thick books. Like, I just love lugging around like an 800-page book, especially if it's good and has a pretty cover. Like, I am so ready. And it comes out March 2020, which means I also, again, will not have to wait very long. I'm ready, but my shelves aren't, but it's fine. Speaking of being Sarah J. Maas trash, the next book that I have on my list is A Court of Thorns and Roses #4, and I honestly don't know what crack I was on when I put this on my list, because there is no publication date for this book. Nobody knows when it's coming out. There's no description, there's no cover, there's no noise around this book. So honestly, this is just me sending up a prayer to the book gods that this gets dropped soon. A synopsis, a cover, anything, okay? Anything. I'm holding on like to the threads, but I'm ready for the next full book in the Court of Thorns and Roses series, which, if you don't know what it's about, it's pretty much like a loose retelling of Beauty and the Beast that incorporates magic, death, cauldrons, fae, of course, and just everything. And I've been waiting for this book for a very long time, and I don't think it's coming out in 2020, but a girl can hope and dream. I'm really just putting this on my list because I'm hoping that we at least get a cover reveal in 2020, so that's what this is on the list for. Yes. So the next book that I have on my list is Come Tumbling Down, and this book actually comes out today. It's taking everything in my soul not to go to the bookstore right now, because I'm trying to hold on to my coins. BTS just dropped that their comeback is in 2 days, so I cannot spend any money. All the money that I have, I'm holding on tight. So as badly as I want to go to the bookstore and get this book, I'm not. This book is the 4th book, I think, in the Wayward Children series. It comes out January 7th, 2020. The Wayward Children series follows children that have gone to other worlds and are now back in the regular world, and they're trying to learn how to cope with that, how to deal with the possibility that they may never go back to that world that they felt so comfortable in. And this book goes back into the world of Jack and Jill, who are my favorite characters. They are so dark and twisted and just complicated, and a series of events occurs in the first book to where they have to go back to their world and try to undo some of those occurrences. I don't want to spoil it for anyone, but I'm just saying, check it out. It's a great series. The next book that I have on my list is The Henna War, and this book comes out May 12th, 2020, and this book is so cute. I saw the cover, and I think it was Chloe that was talking about this book, but it follows these 2 girls that go to school together, and one of them is Muslim, and she's really struggling with coming out because being Muslim, she cannot be gay. It's really tough for her because that's a part of her identity, so she's trying to figure out her sexuality, her place in the world, stuff like that. And the school ends up hosting like some kind of fundraiser where they have to raise money, and she decides immediately, hello, I'm Muslim, alright? We gonna do the henna up in here. So she decides to do a henna business to raise money. The girl that comes into her school also decides that she's gonna do a henna business, and she is not Muslim, so they just end up being rivals and they're competing against each other, but they end up falling in love. And it is compared to Simon versus the Homo Sapiens Agenda, which is one of my favorite books, and When Dimple Met Rishi, which is another one of my favorite books. So I'm just so ready. The cover is absolutely adorable, and I'm excited to see them fight against each other and hopefully her get more comfortable in her sexuality. Really excited for this book, and I can't wait. The final book that I have is A Song Below the Water, and hello, look at this cover. It is absolutely beautiful. This book actually came out yesterday, and again, I'm holding on to my coins, but I will be getting that book real soon. So this book follows the MC, who is a siren, and she lives in a world where all of the sirens are in hiding, okay? They don't want anybody to know their magical abilities. Another siren reveals her true identity. Everything goes up into flames. Like, all the other sirens slowly start being honest about who they are, and it does not end well. So it pretty much follows her life. She's just juggling being a high schooler, being in the normal world, being around people that do not like sirens, and she is a siren. And I am ready for the mayhem. Like, if you don't know, To Kill a Kingdom was one of my... Ooh, I thought BTS just posted. Ooh, hold up. Oh, don't play with me like that. Anyways, if you do not know, To Kill a Kingdom is one of my favorite books, and it follows a siren. I never really knew about sirens. I've only seen mermaids displayed in movies and books and stuff like that. All these beautiful little Finn girls or whatever, but sirens are brutal. They're cutthroat. They use their songs to kill people. I just love it. I loved it. I loved it. I don't know if this one's gonna be as brutal because the cover is so cute. I just like the entire backstory of sirens. I think it's really interesting, and I'm excited to see this because, hello, we got a brown girl on the cover, all right? We got a brown girl siren. How can you not be excited about that? It's amazing. Those are all the books that I am super excited about that are coming out in 2020. Let me know if you guys know about any of these books. Let me know what books you're most excited for in 2020. Thank you so much for watching. Always remember, read a book, keep your life interesting, and I will see you next time.